Gracias por tus atenciones, gracias por atender. Presente en esta junta es la concejal Julia Ratafrata.
No, concejal.
Nada concejal, digo el alcalde, I'm sorry, our mayor, alcalde. Los concejales son Bill Jetzer and Gabriela Gerhardt. We have our two alders and our mayor, Julia Ratafrata, Bill Jetzer, and Gabriela Gerhardt. They're present here to hear you. Along with that is Lieutenant Ned Hardwick, Teniente Edward Hardwick, que está presente. Yo soy el jefe de policía. I'm your chief of police. And the purpose of this meeting is to discuss recent events that have occurred here in this apartment complex. We had a shooting that occurred on Memorial Weekend on Monday, and we had a recent incident this past Monday. In our travels throughout the area, we've been hearing concerns from you. We want to hear from you, hear the concerns, and maybe come together with the management team at Pines to try to identify a solution. I will tell you that the meeting was to be held inside. The meeting could not be held inside because we are recording it. The purpose of the recording is for those of you who couldn't make it, you can go back on public television and you can see it. La reunión ahora es para hablar sobre los tiroteos que han ocurrido en estas últimas par de semanas. Queremos que ustedes hablen con nosotros sobre cómo se sienten de eso y vamos a tratar de hallar una solución, a ver cómo podemos arreglar esos asuntos para que no pasen. La junta debería de haber sido adentro en la oficina de los dueños del apartamento, pero como estamos grabando y no quisieron eso y no quisieron participar. Estamos grabando para los que no puedan atender la junta, puedan buscar la junta por el internet y informarse. Por eso estamos grabando esto, para los que no están presentes. So I just stated in English the purpose of that. Lieutenant Ned Hardwick will discuss some of the details of what occurred regarding those two incidents. We have your alders, right? They represent your voice, and we have the mayor that also represents your voice. I would like to hear from you some of your concerns and maybe identify some solutions. Unfortunately, we need another part to identify some of those things, but we can still take from you today and see what we can do in the future to prevent some of these things from happening. In my travels throughout the apartments, I see many, many children. We cannot have any type of gunfires the way we have or gunshots with so many children present. It is way too dangerous. It's summertime. The kids are out of school. And we need a healthy, safe environment for them. Lo importante de esto es que caminando por las habitaciones aquí hemos visto que hay muchos chicos, muchos jóvenes que están afuera. Están en la temporada de las vacaciones. Hay mucho peligro si dejamos que estos incidentes sigan pasando. Y yo no quiero ver eso. Los niños tienen derecho de estar afuera sin ese tipo de peligro. Vamos a oír de ustedes y a ver qué podemos hacer para el futuro. Ned?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming out and listening to what we are able to share with you right now. These are two very open and active investigations. We're still trying to solve some pieces of them. We have made arrests in both of them, but what I can share with you is on Memorial Day, we came up here not too far from where we are, just after 7 o'clock, and most of you are already, unfortunately, very aware of these details, for lots of neighbors calling about gunshots. And when we came up here, we found 2 people that were shot, and then a short time later, another person came to a local hospital with more gunshot wounds. In the 2 days after that, we were able to make 2 arrests for one of the individuals who was the first person to shoot, and then we also arrested someone that was involved in a fight that had started before this shooting occurred. Everyone involved in that instance were all under the age of 20, So we have young people that are engaging in gunfire and they're shooting and putting the entire neighborhood at risk. And there is a connection with that incident to people that live in the complex. So I don't know if you want to translate the portion.
The first part, right?
Yep. The Memorial Day.
The Memorial Day. How many do we have in custody? Or
2.
did you say that?
Yep.
Sobre el incidente que ocurrió hace 15 días en lunes, arrestamos a 2 personas que tienen cargos sobre de ellos con el fiscal sobre ese incidente. Seguimos con la investigación. Una cosa que sí les quiero decir para esos que tienen información y no han hablado con un oficial de la ley, por favor de quedarse al finales, déjenos un número de teléfono para comunicarnos con ustedes y seguir con esa investigación. Hay mucho más que tenemos que hacer con eso.
So you bring up a good point here is that we have talked to many of you who have shared videos and information that may have seen things, including activity before and after this incident happened on Memorial Day, to include license plates, people that were acting suspiciously who may have left evidence someplace. So we are available 24/7 to take that information. You can call us, you can remain anonymous. And then there's also a service called Madison Area Crime Stoppers that you can actually get cash for giving tips, and you can remain completely anonymous for that. And we can provide that information. And then, unfortunately, on Monday, this week, we were back here earlier in the day around lunchtime for another report of many gunshots fired in the very same parking lot here. And in that instance, shortly after that happened, thanks again to the help of the neighbors, we were able to take someone into custody who is awaiting charges for that. So that person, again, is another young adult under the age of 20 who is engaging in very dangerous activity and putting everyone here at risk. And so again, we would not have been able to do that if it had not been for the information that everyone in the neighborhood provided to us. We are still trying to investigate that incident, and we believe that there are some other people involved, and so we would appreciate any other tips and information that can be provided there. We do anticipate that the one person that we have in custody, they will appear in court in the very near future for recklessly endangering the safety of the entire neighborhood and damaging. There were 3 vehicles, and there was a townhome that was struck by gunfire. Unfortunately, the people that lived there were outside. Unfortunately, that bullet, very fortunately, missed them. But this is a problem, not only in this neighborhood, but across our entire community. We have way too many bullets that are flying because people are unable to solve problems without involving guns.
Sobre el incidente que ocurrió este lunes pasado, 3 carros fueron pegados por balas y un apartamento. No fueron heridos. Sí arrestamos a un adulto. He's an adult, correct? Adult or under? Yeah, adult. Un adulto que ahorita tiene cargos por ese incidente. Tiene que enfrentarse en la corte. Seguimos con esta investigación, no diferente de la primera. Para ustedes que no hemos oído o no han hablado con un oficial y vieron ese incidente, su información vale y esperamos que podamos reunirnos. Lo que no dije antes, también hay un número de teléfono que vamos a dejar al final que pueden llamarle y quedarse anónimo. Y también depende de la información si hay dinero que podemos dar por esa información. Todo depende en los resultados. Okay. Open it up. We're going to open it up for any comments from you. What you're experiencing, what you're looking to as a result of all of this, and maybe try to identify a way that we can resolve some of this. Para ustedes que quieren hablar o tienen un comentario, ahorita es su tiempo para decirlo público. Lo podemos traducir en inglés, te lo puedo traducir en español, pero queremos ahorita oír de ustedes. Yo sé que muchos de ustedes están frustrados. Necesitamos que oír de ustedes. La palabra de ustedes vale más que la palabra de uno de la ley ahorita. Nosotros trabajamos por ustedes. We work for you. Your word is worth more in court than ours. Your word is worth more when we try to resolve something through city officials than ours. Together, we can work towards solutions, but we need to hear from you. ¿Alguien? Señora, está bien. ¿Cómo se siente?
No, pues estamos preocupados por nuestros niños.
Espere.
Es lo que yo digo, que es lo que se va a hacer, porque tenemos mucha preocupación. Los niños andan afuera y ese accidente ya fue bastante.
She's concerned about her children, our children, and here we have to make a change towards resolving some of these issues. Anyone else?
Mis niños ya no quieren salir afuera ni a pasear a su perro.
Their kids are scared to be out to walk their dog after those incidents.
Por ejemplo, ¿ustedes qué solución piensan que sea correcta? Porque para nosotros, pues prácticamente es imposible que las personas que vienen a hacer ese daño, pues alguien las detenga antes de que quieran hacerlo, porque son libres. O sea, y si hay más personas que ya piensan hacer eso, pues ellos entran y hacen lo que quieren. Y alrededor de los niños, o sea, está realmente peligroso. O sea, eso sí es realmente preocupante. Porque yo tengo mis nenes también, y pues ahorita ya no los saco, porque no se sabe en qué momento va a llegar X persona y pues va a empezar a balacear a lo loco, porque ya realmente ni tan siquiera balaceó a alguien que dijera que era su enemigo. Ya nomás balaceó así. O sea, eso que es realmente lo que nos preocupa, que llegue alguien y empiece a tirar con su arma sin razón alguna a cualquier persona. O mi esposa terminaba de caminar de aquella parte donde fue el último tiroteo o lo que hicieron los muchachos.
Acababa de pasar.
Apenas ella había pasado como 3 minutos. Llegó a la casa y se escucharon los tiros. Y ella había pasado exactamente por ese lugar. O sea, es algo realmente que nos preocupa, no nada más a mí, a todo el mundo.
His question is, what are these solutions to what has occurred? His wife passed by one of the incidents, had just driven past when the shots were being fired. They're in fear. He's in fear of his family, the children, of walking around through these areas with shots being fired. His question is, what are the solutions? How can we prevent people from driving up in cars, getting out of their vehicles, and discharging their firearms and putting everyone in this community in danger?
Pues sí, porque eso realmente es lo que nos preocupa.
Okay.
Porque no sabemos ni a qué horas va a llegar otro. O sea,
They're looking for solutions.
Well, I know where I used to live at. We had a visitor pass, and the background check, and then stop a lot of them from coming in here, people that, don't have a visitor pass to park or to come in to visit. And I think they'll drop some of it down because of the fact that we stopped a lot of violence over there when we were living on Tree Lane. It was coming in and out, so I think visitor passes that they should have for parking and do a background check, because a lot of people here have a background check that's not up to par, And after all, like I said, they do have kids here. I have a grandson I'm taking care of right now, and he likes to go out and play. I don't even let him go play, So I don't think that it's right for us to live like we have to live because of somebody on the outside coming in and destroying what we do have, So I think visitor passes is one of them.
Un comentario, una solución que dice la señora es que a lo mejor necesitamos que tener un tipo de pase para entrar si no vivimos aquí. Para los extranjeros, no tener permiso de estar en esta propiedad sin que tengan pases. Y también que revisen los records de todos los que viven aquí para saber quiénes son los que están viviendo aquí y bajar ese peligro.
bueno, ese sí es un buen punto, checar los récords de las personas que están viviendo ya aquí. Porque por esas personas son las que han de llegar las otras, porque no creo que lleguen nada más porque se les haya ocurrido. Seguramente vienen a buscar a alguien. Bueno, es lo que yo pienso, ¿verdad? Lo que mi mente me dice, y tampoco sé si ellos vienen a buscar a alguien. Pero yo, mi entendimiento, pienso que vienen y buscan a alguien, y yo creo que se frustran al no encontrarlo y dicen, ok, aquí hacemos esto.
Okay. He agrees with the background check as well.
You know, this is a beautiful community. I've resided here 10 years, and what this community here has taught my children is culture. We all are different cultures, and our kids are learning something that was taken from them now. You know, our kids, Latinos, Hmongs, black, white, they're all playing together. They're all getting along. They all look out for each other. I may not know their parents, but I know my child's safe, and they just terrorize a community, and I just don't want people to think it's the community. It's not these people. These are some of the most amazing families I've met. They're hardworking. They care for everybody. If I'm out of something, I go next door and they give it to us, you know? It doesn't matter. This is a community that has helped raise everybody's kids, and to have this happen and destroy it it's not the people living here.
La señora está explicando que ella tiene orgullo de vivir aquí porque hay mucha cultura, varias culturas, y no son los habitantes que viven aquí, sino son el problema que viene aquí.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. My name is Annetta Coney. My family, my friends that live here, our neighbors, we think we should go back to the security we had once before. Years ago, we should have security to patrol the area, you know, especially during the night. You know, it should be a little bit more, maybe not so much more, but a little bit more, you know. And like the young lady was saying, both of them, why can't we have a security check over there, you know? We don't need to have it all guarded up, you know, gated up, as they said, because that's going to take a lot of money. And it's not a joke, everybody, but...
So what you're saying is they used to have security here?
Yeah, a long time ago,
private security?
I used to see security cars come through here and check in and go on around here because I used to work nights. I used to do security myself, you know, and we should have it. We should have it because these are some outstanding people over here, some lovely people. I love the kids, you know. They call me grandma. Some of them call me great-grandma because they done known me for years. And it's not just one race. All races, they know me, okay? But we should have that. And as a community and we pull together, we should have that, you know. We should really, we should all get together and speak up on this here more, not just once or twice a month, you know. We should do this here because we're in fear. We're in totally fear of our kids walking out that door. I've never seen so many parents walk to the bus stop every morning like I've been seeing over these past months. You know, it's sad. It's really sad. And I mean, like, if we have to do it, you know, but something has to be done about it.
So the two incidents that happened, they were the same.
Can I translate for her before I get you?
Go ahead.
Lo que explica la señora que ella ya tiene tiempo rato viviendo aquí y antes sí tenían seguridad que patrullaba los apartamentos aquí. Y ella cree y está explicando deberían de traer esa seguridad para atrás.
The two incidents that happened, were they the same people, same families? I mean, we're responsible as residents, we're responsible for any visitors that we have come see us. And if people are having visitors come in that do that crap, do that stuff, they need to be told to leave. Management needs to take a stand and not allow residents who have visitors coming in and shooting up the place.
The answer to your first question is it was separate people, separate arrests, two separate incidents. La señora preguntó que si los dos incidentes eran la misma gente. No eran la misma gente. Y sigue con la respuesta que todos están diciendo. Deberían tienen que traer la seguridad para revisar los que no viven aquí, que vienen a visitar, para vigilar las habitaciones de los que no viven aquí.
Buenas tardes a todos. Usted preguntó al principio cómo nos sentíamos. Uno de mis carros recibió un impacto de bala. En ese momento, minutos antes, yo estaba limpiando mi carro. Yo tengo una bebé de 7 meses. Y yo quiero decir que yo soy una pastora, yo predico la palabra y la verdad que solo con la ayuda de Dios he podido eliminar el miedo. Porque yo estaba limpiando mi carro. Me metí unos minutos a mi casa a traer mi bebé porque iba a salir a lavar mi carro. Me entretuvo una llamada telefónica. Si a mí no me entretiene esa llamada, a mí me hubiese agarrado el fuego de esas balas, yo no sé qué hubiese pasado. Y el impacto más grande es cuando la policía saca la bala de mi carro y yo veo las esponjas de la silla de mi bebé cruzadas con la bala. Eso me impactó tanto que yo no puedo dormir. Yo me despierto y voy a la ventana, paso todo el día chequeando la ventana, salen mis hijos a trabajar y yo estoy chequeando que se suban al carro, que se bajen del carro, que lleguen a la casa. Cuando ellos tocan la puerta, yo corro, abro la puerta para que entren rápido. Cada niño que veo afuera ahora, yo estoy pendiente, sin importar de quién es hijo el niño. Tengo 3 años de vivir aquí, nunca había visto ni había escuchado algo así. La verdad que yo sé que vienen tiempos peores, pero por favor, en cuanto puedan, a las personas que simplemente les da por disparar, por favor, pudieron quitarle la vida a una niña de 7 meses y destruir a una familia, y quizá hoy yo ni estaría parada aquí porque realmente yo estuviera loca. Venimos a este país buscando una esperanza, huyendo de la violencia de nuestros países, y nunca me había sentido tan insegura en Madison. Siempre yo decía, esta es una ciudad preciosa. Incluso cuando vas a venir me preguntaban a mi país, oh, yo estoy bien aquí, allá me siento insegura, aquí me siento segura. Y entonces estoy escuchando una lluvia de ideas excelente. No estamos pidiendo nada malo para nadie, más bien queremos que cada persona sea restaurada. Yo no sé realmente qué pasa por su cabeza, solo les digo que busquen a Cristo. Cristo es la solución. Yo no sé qué cosas los hace hacer estas cosas. Lo único que sé que todos podemos cambiar y para todo hay una solución, y soy de tomar la decisión de ser mejores personas. Gracias a Dios ese impacto de bala solo fue en mi carro, pero pudo ser en uno de mis hijos y quizá en mi misma persona. Es una bebé de 7 meses y ver esa bala en la esponja de su silla, déjeme decirle que yo lloro y digo, gracias Señor, porque fuiste tú que no me permitiste estar en ese lugar equivocado y momento equivocado.
Maybe we should have a neighborhood.
Right. That's another idea. Just translating for the lady. She has a child, a young child that uses a child seat. One of the shooting incidents, her vehicle was struck shortly after she finished cleaning that vehicle, and the round was recovered by that child seat. By the grace of God, the child was not in the vehicle, or she was not by the vehicle when that vehicle was struck. She cannot sleep now, and she is relying on her faith to keep her going during her time of fear here, realizing that her kids could be hit at any time during this incident. So she's going to...
What about the security guards? Stuff like that?
Your first piece, ma'am, I cut you off.
I was talking about a neighborhood watch within our complex, but I also think that we should have security. You have it at the mall, we can have it here.
¿Por qué no forman un grupo de vecindarios para hablar sobre la seguridad y otros problemas que tienen aquí y quedarse en comunicación?
And one other thing, we don't even have cameras here.
Yeah.
I mean, we need that too.
Cameras.
Yeah, the weapons supposed to help, but I really don't know.
Okay.
They help the mosquitoes out.
Put cameras up.
Let me just address that real quick. So I can tell everyone, I can share with you here that recently, within the last several months, we have made significant strides with our relationship with management and been communicating on a regular basis. We share information about trends and what's going on, and management has been very receptive to the idea of cameras. And as with any, whether it's government or a private business, working through budgets and paying for those things. And so there is a plan in place for those. And we have seen benefits of cameras. Obviously, they are a tool. And one of the things that cameras do is they reduce anonymity. It's hard to be anonymous when there's a camera, right? But the biggest thing to reduce anonymity is for everyone that lives in the neighborhood, you all are the experts here. You know who belongs here, who lives here, who comes and goes and at what times, right? And you know when something's out of the ordinary. And I know, and I hear that, but what we want to do is we want to get people out and feel comfortable. And so it feels like a kind of a hard thing to do, but to create that sense of community and to have events where you see the parents who your children are playing with and you can know at least, hey, they live in that building. If I'm having a problem, I can go and talk to that parent. And so creating that network, kind of an informal neighborhood watch, I think could really be beneficial. So that's something that takes some work, and that's more than just management, that's more than just the police department or the city, but getting out and being safe together where people are at can be helpful.
I missed what you had presented. I was talking to a resident.
Just talking about the idea of getting out and reducing anonymity and
Sí. Una cosa que dijo el teniente que es muy importante, como los invitamos a todos, en grupo, ustedes son la fuerza. Saliendo en grupos, caminando, su presencia va a espantar a los que quieren meterse en problemas. Entonces, con las juntas que dijo la señora, juntándose, reuniéndose, ustedes saliendo en las maquetas, caminando en la propiedad, en números ustedes tienen más fuerza que los malvivientes que andan allá causando problemas. Sí, el alcalde va a decir unas cosas. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to talk in Spanish first and then in English. So, yo les quiero decir a todos ustedes, yo soy la intendente de la ciudad hace 2 meses que asumí, que estoy acá porque realmente esto, lo que está pasando acá me preocupa muchísimo, ¿ok? Y quiero decirles que ustedes, si siguen estos incidentes, tienen que hacer entre ustedes un complaint al management, firmar, buscar firmas y hacer un complaint y decirles a ustedes cuáles son sus inquietudes, porque si ustedes no se comunican con ellos, van a seguir haciendo las mismas cosas o no van a seguir prestando atención. Así que, pero yo le quiero decir que yo estoy acá porque yo estoy muy preocupada por esta situación. Vamos a trabajar con el departamento de policía y con los concejales del área para buscar soluciones. Algunas de las soluciones que ustedes mencionaron son muy, pueden ayudar. So I want to tell you that I am the new mayor here. I started 2 months ago, and I am here today because I am very worried of what is happening here. Okay, so I don't want this to happen because this is the district that I represented for many years, and and I am very concerned for your safety, for the children's safety. So I promise that I want to work with the Department of Police Department and with the 2 elders for the district to find solution, but also you need to, if you have concern, you need to work together as a neighbors and put complaints to the management company, and also reach out to us, okay? Reach out to us if the incidents, if there are other incidents that are happening here, because, I am very, very worried that our children cannot play outside. Now the summer is coming, the children are going to be playing outside, and I don't want you to have your, very worried every day about this. And I don't want you to keep your children inside the apartment, you know what I mean? So please, I want you to make sure that I am here because I am very concerned about this incident, and we are going to try to do something, okay? So, okay, gracias.
We also have Alder Gerhardt, Concejal Gerhardt, que quiere decir unas cosas.
I'll just echo what Mayor Radafrada said. Obviously, me and Alder Jets are following this closely. We care a lot about what you have to say. Thank you for coming out and letting us be here to listen to you. Please reach out to us. I have some cards with my phone number and my email address. I can also take your email address and add you to my newsletter if you want to get regular updates from me. But yes, reaching out and the communication is going to be really important, and we're here to support you. So thank you for coming out and sharing with us today. Hope we can work on this with you in conjunction with you.
Okay, we walked the neighborhood earlier today and know that many of you were busy in your day working. You were at work, now you want to go home, now you want to have dinner. We're not going to hold you any longer. It's time for you to get back with your families. So we thank you very much for coming here. One thing that I do say is, in numbers and through communication, we can solve a lot of problems. Don't be afraid to call the police. Your information, you don't know where it's going to go, but it's valuable. Let us decide whether there's value for a case or not. 608-270-4300 is our non-emergency number. 608-270-4300. 608-270-4300 es el número de la oficina. Call. We have translators. We can get your information. We can record your information, and we can get back with you. But your voice matters. Just like it matters today, don't be afraid to call us. When you don't call, it shows that you don't care. When you call, it forces us and others to do something. And I want to do something. My biggest fear here are the children. And I've seen nothing but children out here earlier today. En números y en grupos, y su voz vale. No se detengan de decir, no quiero involucrarme en algo. Les di el número, 608-270-4300. Llámenos. Tenemos gente que puede transluir por ustedes. Dejen la información. Quizá vale, quizá no valga, pero para ahí es el número y para allí estamos nosotros para servirles. Muchas gracias por sus atenciones. Que tengan buenas noches y que Dios me los bendiga. Amen. Thank you very much for your time here. Enjoy your families and may God bless you.